Dear friends, I'm back with another mission on the Vulnhub, which is Hackademic RTB1, which link will be added into the description section below so that you can download it. Before we move forward, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can go inside the Kali Linux VM. As you can see, firstly, we need to discover the IP address of the target as 228. Then I did the nmap scanning with the usual options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan. I used the option of uppercase PN not to do the alive testing for the target. And also use the option of -P- to do the comprehensive scan. And then output the result into this file. From the nmap, we can tell that the target has only one open port, which is 80 running HTTP service and also the version information running Apache 2. So what we are going to do next, we need to do the immersion with web application both manually and automatically. Let's launch our browser first to do the immersion manually. And put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Let's press enter. As you can see, we got the page back. As usual, we can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything important. And there is another link, Hackademic RTB1. So what we are going to do next, we need to check whether the target has robots file. We can use Q command to retrieve robots file. It's not found. Next, we can use Nicto. Nicto is one of the most important tools for the web application immersion because it can reveal information about the web application from version information to header information, allowed HTTP methods, even can WordPress installation was found. So this case, the Nicto cannot tell us very important information. Although, there is one message telling us HTTP trace method is active. To be honest, I don't have a way to exploit this method. If the other dangerous method, for example, like a put method is allowed, then we can utilize this method to upload the, for example, PHP reverse shell file. So next, what we are going to do next, we need to do the GoBuster directory immersion. I autocomplete this command. The GoBuster has discovered another directory, PHP myadmin. However, status code is 406. It means that this directory is forbidden to access for us. Actually, we cannot find anything besides PHP myadmin. To save time of this video, I will not wait. So I think now we need to do the furthermore or deeper directory immersion because just now we have already identified this directory. So we just copy the directory name and put at the end of the URL. It's done. Let's press enter. As you can see, I think if you have already done a lot of CDF-like machines, so far you can know that this directory or the target is running WordPress application. So of course you can manually check, for example, if we can access the main panel. As you can see, we can. Sorry, I need to log out. I think I need to remove the history. Sorry about that. So how to do next for us? I think now we need to do more specific immersion with WordPress application. And the utility I'd like to use is WordPress again. So we just copy the URL and put here, and we can use the option of E, means enumerate username and plugins. Let's press enter. As you can see, the WordPress again too has identified the username nicknames. Maybe I can note down such information onto our notebook. Naturally, what we are going to do next is to crack the password for this user. And we can use the same utility and specify the username as Nick James. And we can use the locule as our word list to crack. Or what I have, sorry, my bad. Or what I have already done, it is to show you the standard methodology when we deal with the web application and WordPress to be specific. Of course, in this case, we cannot crack it in short time or in reasonable time. So next, I think we need to discover whether this WordPress application has vulnerable plugins. So we can use scan. Oh, not this one. I cannot remember the exact name or option, which doesn't matter. We can use help to get what we are looking for. Yeah, this one, plugin detection. And the value is mixed. We want to use both aggressive and passive way to discover plugins. Again, in this case, we cannot find anything, in terms of vulnerable plugins. To save time of this video, I will not wait. So next, I think so far we have already got the version of the WordPress. Next, we need to use the Google, or we just use such a Sprite utility to see whether we can find the vulnerability which is specific to this version. As you can see, this one has the new admin SQL injection vulnerability. So it implies that this target has SQL injection vulnerability. So how to find that point to to inject. If we go back to the home page, not this one. What I'm doing now, we can click some, for example, here, no comments. As you can see, of course, as I did mention the first time, I tried to test this parameter P. However, this parameter doesn't have SQL injection vulnerability. On the other hand, this one, cat, we can copy this one, this URL, and then we can use SQL map. And let's press enter. As you can see, because I have run this SQL map against this target earlier, so this process would be done very quickly. And next, we can enumerate database information or data. Firstly, we need to know how many databases. This database is what we are looking for. So we can use uppercase D. How many tables with this database? Of course, this table always contains credentials, including username and password. So we can use the uppercase T and dump the data of this table. I do not want to crack them. I'd like to crack it offline or separately. Okay, as you can see, we got the username. This username and password. Of course, this password is encrypted in MD5. And we can use the online website like CrackStation to crack. For example, we can copy and use this one. I'm not robot, of course. Bridge. Bridges. Crack. The result is password is very simple one at the mean. So then we can note down such information, the username and password onto our notebook. Oh, sorry, not this one, and password. And then we can log in to the target, right? Log in to the WordPress panel. Admin. Log in. Of course, because this is a bit old machine, so this WordPress is very outdated. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the layout of this version of the WordPress. So from here, we cannot find any entry or vector or point to exploit. Users, nothing. So maybe we need to try to use other username to log in. For example, John Miss. However, to save time of this video, I'd like to try this one, George Miller. So we can copy. And also the password, we need to crack it. We can use the same website to crack it. As you can see, again, very simple password. So then now we can log in to the WordPress panel. And the password. As you can see here, this current user has different functions. So maybe this is the administrator. And if you can walk through the functions, you go to the options and miscellaneous. We can allow file uploads. And also we want to allow upload PHP file and update options. Next, we can upload the file. For example, we can upload. Yeah, we can upload, and we need to get the PHP reverse shell. Of course, I've already done that earlier. So now we can upload this PHP reverse shell file. No thanks. Upload the file, and here, even we get the URL to access. So now we can copy, and then of course we need to set up the listener first, and then we can open up another tab. Press enter. As you can see, we got the shell, and we can spawn bash session. We can check a Python version, Python 2. I think at that time no Python 3 available. Anyway, pty spawn bash. Next, we can do the immersion. I'd like to use the linear shell script to do the automatic immersion. In order to do that, we can set up the web server locally on the Kali Linux. And then we can go back to this shell. Linears. And in order to run this script, we need to make it executable. And then we can run this shell script. Yeah, the kernel is a very old one. So I think we can find exploit for this version of kernel. For now, we wait for this script to be finished to see whether we can find other vectors in terms of privilege escalation, right? Unfortunately, we cannot find anything else besides the kernel, a bit old kernel. So now we can use the search sprite utility to, of course, we have already got the version. Also, we can use the ulim to display the kernel. Yeah, this kernel. So now we can use kernel. Yeah, I auto complete this command. Of course, you can try one by one to see, as pen tester, when I did the machine the first time, I tried several ones, but just one can work. Yeah, which one? I think this one can work. Of course, I've already made a copy of this exploit. Yeah, this one. So next, we need to upload this C code onto the target. And to do this, we can utilize available or existing web server by Python. Now we just go back to this shell and we can use wget. And we can copy the file name from here. And then we can paste in the end, no error. Then we can compile this code, this C code, and the 2, of course, should be GCC. And we can output to exploit. And And then we need to make it executable. And then we can run this exploit binary. It looks like it's working. From the banner, we can confirm we have already become root user. Also, you can check by this, by running id command, and then we can get to the root directory, and then we can retrieve the root or final flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.